I toured Royal Caribbean's first beach club. It's still under construction, but we're going to be sharing with you a first look at what they're working on and how amazing I think this is going to be in terms of transforming your visit to the Bahamas up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. I recently was selling on Utopia this season. Royal Caribbean asked me would I want to tour the construction site of the new Royal Beach Club at Paradise Island, and I was like, heck yeah! So this is the new beach club they're working on. And a beach club essentially is a shore excursion. Royal Caribbean doesn't want to call it that from a marketing standpoint, but trust me, it's basically a shore excursion that's run by Royal Caribbean, unlike, say, Perfect Day at Coco Key. This will open in December of 2025, and in order to get there, you're actually going to need to take a water taxi. When your ship docks in Nassau, you walk down the pier, and about halfway down the pier, there's a spot where you're going to find one of the very colorful new tenders that'll take you there. It's a very short ride, and the tender ride is included in your cost. We'll get to prices in a little bit, but this is included as part of the experience. So the tenders drop off at one of two spots. Now, the entire site is 17 acres, so it's not very wide, but it is extremely long. And there are two stops. You pick out which one. It really doesn't matter. It kind of depends on where your plan is for where you're going to spend your day. But there are three neighborhoods. Royal Caribbean is designing it as a lost bohemian beach club, as if it's been around for like 50 years. You're going to notice that there are a lot of gorgeous colors, and the experience really is going to lean into that sense of history, while of course providing tremendous views. The three zones are Chill Beach, and Chill Beach is here to provide really a serene area of enjoying the day. This is where it doesn't have quite as much energy as Party Cove, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but it's not quiet either. It's a stunning area with cabanas you could possibly rent, swim up bar, and a chill beach pool. I mean, it is truly incredible to see some of these views here. Even under construction, what struck me the most is while a construction site is dirty, it's ugly, it's being worked on, you can still find absolutely stunning views of the ocean around you. And then when these pools are actually filled up with water, I think it's going to be utterly amazing. Right in the middle is Party Cove. Party Cove is where you're going to go if you want to have music and dancing with your beach day. It'll be home to the world's largest swim-up bar. It has a 2-level party building, and at the top of that building is the DJ with rentable party zones on either side. Now, Royal Caribbean's really proud of it because it's an engineering marvel. In order to form the steel that, makes this shape, required an incredible amount of work and engineering to do so. From a guest standpoint, I mean, this is going to be kind of like Hideaway Beach at Perfect Day Coco Cay or even Oasis Lagoon, but like amplified about 3 more times because they're really taking a lot of the ideas from the private island experience and implementing them here, but then also enhancing them. So really, this is the place to go to if you're looking for like a true party vibe. Like you want to be able to dance, hold your drinks up in the air, wave your hands like you just don't care, and plenty of other euphemisms for having a really nice time. Now, there'll also be a family beach option. So this is really meant for kids and parents to enjoy together. Family beach has that, of course, still great beach and water, but it really does walk back the party atmosphere. So you'll still find stunning beaches and great cabanas. Actually, one of my favorite cabanas I think they have over here is a new design for a cabana. Originally was intended to be a standard beach cabana, but what they discovered was on the back of the cabana that's facing one side of the ocean, there's actually a really nice view. So they dropped one of the walls to provide basically a pass-through view. So the cabana faces the pool, but in the back, you have these amazing views of the ocean behind you. I think it's actually going to be a real hidden gem in there. And even though it's in the family beach area, I'd be very tempted to book it there. This is also where you're going to find the Ultimate Family Cabana. Now, admittedly, Royal Caribbean said that the Ultimate Family Cabana is actually behind schedule from where it should be. Not to worry, it'll be ready probably by the end of December when they intend to open. But it was one feature that is probably behind. Otherwise, they really do think that it's going to be all on time and really should be ready for that, December opening, which should be right around Christmas week. Now, while you're at the beach club, well, there's going to be plenty to eat and enjoy around there because there's still a lot of other things. Admission into the beach club includes food and drink. It's because it's an all-inclusive experience. There are 3 Paradise Grill locations where you can order from, which offers a really good mix of Bohemian-inspired food as well as American classics. Royal Caribbean understands that people want to maybe try some local cuisine, but they also don't want to have, not an option to fall back on, like burgers, hot dogs, wings, pizza. This is kind of where you're going to find a Paradise Grill. And I was also really happy to hear, by the way, that all the pools in this beach club are going to be heated, which is really important if you're taking a cruise to the Bahamas in the winter months. It can get, I'm using air quotes here, cold in the Bahamas between the months of, say, December and really April or May, especially when it's like not hot, but not hot enough to be like be in the water and not be cold, if that makes sense. Having a heated pool will make a big, big difference. And so all the pools at the beach club will be heated. That's a wonderful thing. Now, other than the Ultimate Family Cabana, really construction is moving at a pretty good pace. Actually, they ran into one particular issue, which related to Hurricane Aaron. The Hurricane Aaron kind of skirted by the Bahamas a little while ago, but it did force some rework on certain areas of the site. On one end of it, actually, storm surge brought the ocean up onto the island. And so they had to make some adjustments to it, and that kind of had to, readjust some things there. But even so, Royal Caribbean right now has about 500 people working on the island, and progress is really starting to take a rapid pace. So what's really striking me, and as somebody who's been following along this, seeing photos from folks that, posted from the cruise ship, is now that they've kind of set the foundation and gotten everything like underground ready, as the work continues above ground, they're really moving at a rapid pace. And I think you're going to see some really major improvements and changes, visually anyway, as we move into the next couple of months. In walking from end to end of the beach club and back again, in various stages of construction, one thing is very clear to me is that Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is going to be a very stunning location. I mean, I saw crystal clear blue water all around me, so I really think they have the right framework for it. I mean, this is going to be a primo spot. Number one, it's close to the cruise ship, so that way there's not a lot of commuting between your cruise ship and over to the beach club. But even so, I mean, this is just going to be like one of those places where no matter where you turn, I think it's going to be like the amazing views. Like everywhere you go, it's that perfect picture. You're either going to have the ocean, the pool, or both, like right there. And what also struck me was the scale of the beach club is so much bigger than I expected based on renderings and aerial photos. Up till now, all I ever saw were really photos taken from a cruise ship that was nearby. And when you're on deck 16 and taking a photo downwards from it, it's hard to really grasp how big the area is. But on the ground, even though it's on a very wide piece of land, as I mentioned earlier, it truly felt much more massive, quite frankly. And the other thing that really kind of captured my attention about this project is Royal Caribbean isn't building this to be just another beach or another shore excursion. They want to design it to be the ultimate beach day. And so that's really got my attention for what they're trying to do here. You've got heated pools, iconic structures, diverse neighborhoods, and of course, everything that makes Royal Caribbean fun with the perfect day experience kind of blended in here. So I think this is really going to go well beyond just another stop in Nassau. But I really think the difference maker for this beach club over any other excursion choice around in the area is this going to incorporate the best things that Royal Caribbean has from Perfect Day at Coco Key. I mean, listen, I think Perfect Day at Coco Key is a major home run. I think Royal Caribbean believes that as well. But there's a lot of things that we've come to take, I think, as cruisers for granted from Perfect Day. But they're going to take all those important lessons and deliver it into an experience I think is going to really be heads and shoulders above anything else that's available in Nassau today. So how much does it cost to go here? Well, the prices really do vary. I mean, Royal Caribbean says the prices begin at $139 a person per day for a day pass, but you really should expect to pay much more than that. For example, I have a cruise booked on Utopia of the Seas in January, and that price is $250 per person per day for a day pass there. Now, you could obviously spend way more money and get a cabana or the party deck and invite friends to go there. And then obviously the total cost is higher, but it does include admission for a number of people. It's kind of the same basic concept as a cabana at Perfect Day Coco Key. The bottom line is it's not a cheap day, but also it's all inclusive. And you get access there for the whole day. And it's run through Royal Caribbean. So you have that, faith, if you will, that Royal Caribbean's to take care of you. You're not going to be, not going to miss the ship. That kind of an experience, which is a promise you get with, any kind of shore excursion booked through Royal Caribbean. So it's not a perfect day experience, right? It's not a private island, but it is really, I think, an enhanced and super excursion. Now, we'll see when it opens. I mean, obviously right now it's still under construction, and I got to see operationally how it all flows together. But I'm really excited for what this is going to offer because the views alone in the water, I mean, I always thought Perfect Day's waters were nice. I think these waters are even better. I mean, the crystal clear blue waters, it is just the quintessential beautiful views. And maybe not everybody wants to, do a beach day here, but I think a lot of folks are and have been looking for a really good option in Nassau and quite frankly failing with it because Nassau has been just this not a great place to visit for a lot of people because there's not a lot of great tours out there. I think Royal Caribbean's really going to be able to tackle that market need and address it in a way that I think is going to lean into the needs of both their guests and what they're looking for. I mean, There's many ways to enjoy a beach day here, but I think there's a lot of people out there who definitely want to have this sort of an experience. All right, let me know what you think of the Royal Beach Club Paradise Island so far. I mean, obviously it's still under construction, but will you be booking a pass there? What are you excited for it? And which type of pass will you purchase? Day pass, cabana, ultimate family cabana? In which case, let's be friends. Let me know in the comments below. While you're down below the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know of a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.